Okay, let's make sure audio's working okay. Okay, let's make sure. All right, audio is good and we're ready to go. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Malin. Welcome back to the College Bowl 25 Texas Tech Dynasty. We're getting ready to start the 2031 season. I know it's been a little over a month since I got back into this series, but you know what? I'm going to start what is going to be the final season that we're going to play of this dynasty. Still going to do recruiting and everything, but this is probably going to be the last full season that I'm going to go through with this Texas Tech dynasty. Let me give you guys a little bit of a recap of what happened last season because what yeah, let me go to coach contracts. Yeah, this will show the results. So last season, we fell pretty far after going 13-2. It was the first time we won the Big 12 title. We also made it to the college football playoff. We won a playoff game, but the next season we started off pretty poorly. We finished the regular season actually 6-6, but we finished strong with actually a blowout win over Syracuse in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, actually. And we were able to salvage a season, and we were able to finish with a bowl win at the end, so that was good, of course. But we're going into a new season. We've got some new players. More significantly, we've got a team that is looking pretty different, quite frankly. We've got a new quarterback who's going to be our starter. It's going to be Ilola, who is an 83 overall quarterback. So he is going to be our starter, and this is his first year as a starter. We also got Titus Crow, who's his backup. Cashman is still here. He's one of the more experienced ones, but he's only a 78, so he's going to be third stringer. And Ryan Wagoneer, a very talented freshman. We're not going to redshirt him. We are redshirting Quincy. So we got a new quarterback. This guy has more of a tendency to be a scrambler, but he's 6'2", 197. Fieli Elola is now our starter. Bad news is back actually for one more season. I thought he was going to leave to the NFL, but he decided to stay. 93 overall running back. That is pretty good. And Uchi is still here, is up to an 85. We got an 82 in Tyree German. Scioli is still here, and he's all the way up to an 81. We have 4 running backs that are 80 or above. So our running game, I think, is something that I can really rely on this season because if bad news needs a break, Uchi and German are capable enough to go in there and get some good carries. We have Andre Ojowaku, who's our starting fullback. Russ is going to back him up. These two guys are being redshirted. Wide receivers is looking a lot different. Ethan Leonove had a couple of plays last season. He started to get some play late in the season. I think he had a touchdown in the bowl game. He's 84 overall. Our receiving core has taken a dip, but the talented freshman from last season, Antonio Lloyd, has already gotten up to a 78 overall. He did pretty well his freshman year. I believe he was also a 5-star recruit. So he is progressing very quickly. He could be in the 80s by this season. Bowens is a 74 overall. He's our other receiver. McNabb. Those are our top 4 receivers. Coronado is 73 overall. And really nobody else really overly impressive. Tight end-wise is not too impressive either. Elton Doman. So our weapons as far as our offense, we only have one receiver in the 80s. Our tight end is 78. But offensive line-wise, we're looking solid. De Silva, 86. 85. Zolman, 80. Center in McCreary. Right guard is a 91. Andreas Milley, arguably our top player. And Brian Cribbs, our 85 overall right tackle. Left end, we got an 89 Whitehead, but we also have an 89 Cone to back him up. So our defensive line on the left side is pretty strong, as well as on the right side, although these guys are in the 80s, but still. Alan Volk, 88, and Rico Busby is an 85. Defensive tackle, Juan Valles, 87. We got an 86 in Cantwell, and Guillermo, who actually played a little bit last season, is up to an 81 overall, and we got Ricky, who's an 80. Espinoza, left outside linebacker going to his senior year. He made some plays last season. He's an 89 overall, and Dunbar is going to back him up at 85. We got an 88 middle linebacker, Keontae Major, and Samuel's going to back him up at 76. 92, Andreas Alfonso, as a redshirt sophomore, 92 overall already, is very impressive. And Hargraves is going to back him up. He's all the way up to an 84 already. Corners, 87, 83, and 82. We got a 79 Fernandez and Winbush. So corners are looking pretty solid. Scales is back. And Tuio, 85 overall. And I apologize if I mispronounce a bunch of these players' names, but these are all fake names. These are all fake players at this point, so don't knock me too much. Our kicker is a 71, Cordero, and we got a 78 in Dom Slaughter, and Edmonds is 77, going to back him up. So that is our roster for the 2031 season. Based on what we really have, based on the strength of our offensive line, 86, 85, 80, and 91 and 85. We have alignment. It's starting at every position in the 80s or above. 83 overall at QB in Ilola is decent, but we got to put the ball in Bad News' hands and run the football, I feel like. This FCS game is hopefully going to give us an opportunity to do that right off the bat so we can get this thing rolling and we can really start things off on the right foot and really just kind of figure out what type of team we have, because we really have struggled sometimes in these early games. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to start off the season well on the right foot against FCS Southeast, the Pandas. They're a 70 overall team, so this should be a game that is almost a tune-up game for us. I'm hoping it is, so we can figure out what kind of team we really have, because for this guy starting his first year at quarterback, I feel like I was putting a lot of pressure on the QBs the last couple of seasons, and that's why a lot of the mistakes were made. But Bad News is back, 93 overall running back. I think it's important that we really rely on him early and really see what we have. We got a good offensive line, a great running back. We got a new quarterback, and we also don't really have many highly rated weapons at receiver. Our top guy is only an 84 overall. So I don't want to put too much pressure on the QB and just kind of really make us a run-first team and not just have too much pressure on the pass. But one thing that has been true in most of the seasons of recent in this dynasty is that our defense has stepped it up if our offense is struggling. So I'm hoping that they can continue that trend this season. We've got some pretty highly rated guys on this defense. We don't have the best start for the first play on defense, but 5-yard pickup's not the actually, it's only 3 yards, so even better than I thought. It's raining to open the season, but we're out here playing hard already. And we get a sack on the QB on the first drive. That was Alfonso, number 55, coming through there and making the sack. Great way to start on defense. A bad way to start the 2031 season. We are so many years into the future. And we get another sack, and we don't get the safety, but we got pretty close. First drive of first series on defense, and we force a 3-and-out, and we drive them back to the 1-yard line. They're having to punt this out of their own end zone. Hopefully we get a decent return here. We got to take advantage of this. All right, well, didn't quite get the dynamic return that I wanted, but still, decent position. So here we go. Bad News is back as our running back, but we got a new QB in Ilola. We know what we're going to do. Like I said, at least in this first game, to get our feet wet, we're going to see what we can do with this running game. But using Bad News as decoy is not that bad either, but we lose 2 yards on the first game.
The run from the shotgun.
Well, Bad News did all he could, so we are in a passing situation early. So this is the first test for our new QB, Alola. He's a redshirt sophomore, so he did play last season a little. So he's been with this program for a little bit. And Antonio Lloyd, our second leading receiver as far as overall, picking up where we left off last season. 5-star recruit, gets us a first down.
They'll throw it on first down.
Trying to make this guy the next 5-star receiver. Bad News. Not quite.
Pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on first and goal.
And they go in the next Micah Hudson.
Try to get it in with the run.
And Uche is in the end zone for the touchdown. First drive.
They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want.
So even behind bad news, we got running backs in the 80s as well. We've got running back depth on this team like I've never seen it before. Fantastic to have.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stands.
Got a good series on defense, took it right down the field and scored. And our quarterback made a couple of nice passes, but we relied on our running game. But what got us down there was our QB. So not a bad way to start off the season. Some of these FCS teams are sneaky good. We may have just drawn one of the worst this season, but who knows? Because the FCS teams are, not real. They're kind of randomized every season, so you're just getting really random messes of teams, really. I hope that in future college football games that they do add some FCS teams, because that would just add so much more to the depth of this series, and how much it's really going to be a big factor with college football fans everywhere. Because FCS teams need some luck too. But I know that this was the first version of this game in a long time, and they were just trying to get this thing off the ground. And I think they got it off the ground successfully. Which leads me to, once again, another point I want to bring up that I brought back in the Packers rebuild, which I'm probably actually going to go ahead and cease and really just kind of focus on this series to wrap up College Football 25, essentially, because College Football 26 is going to come out on July the 10th. I'm definitely planning on getting it within the first few days that it's out and starting up another Texas Tech Dynasty and probably doing some Road to Glory stuff on that. And Madden 25 will probably go into extinction, at least on the channel for me. Did he catch that? Yeah, he did. But he dropped it for a second, but he didn't.
It's a draw.
News picks up a first down. There we go. But that's my kind of plan for right now in terms of what's going on the channel next. I'm going to try to see if before I get College Football 26, if I can get a face cam that is compatible with the PlayStation 5. I had one for my PS4, but since I switched to my PlayStation 5, I've had it for a full year, but I haven't gotten a face cam or anything like that yet. And I might get a better, gaming headset or something so my audio is a little bit better, because it's not the best. I'm not complaining too much about it, but at the same time, it'd be nice to have a little bit better audio. I mean, I'm in news, and I work with, cameras and mics all day, so I know what good audio sounds like and what good video is. So, yeah, there we go. Good pass. And Lloyd gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Lloyd has been beasting in this first half so far. We may have a little bit better weapons at receiver than I thought, but then again, I gotta look at everything through, scarlet and black glasses to a certain extent in this first game, because we're playing against an FCS opponent. But we're doing what we're supposed to do to an FCS opponent. We're supposed to dominate them. We're supposed to gain confidence going into the real games, basically, next week. And I missed a diving hit stick attempt there. Hit stick timing is tough for me to get sometimes, especially in College Football 25. I can get it in Madden sometimes, but not really in 25, because this game plays differently than Madden. It really does. It's harder to play, even if it's on the normal or harder difficulties. Especially against teams that are rated the same as you. They won't just, lay down because you're playing against them on normal. And we get another sack. Alfonso comes in there again and gets a sack on the QB. He's having a great first half. That's the plan when 26 comes out. Gonna do, because I didn't do Road to Glory in this game because it was really bare bones, and looking to do that because it's going to be more depth. And also, one of the things that I wanted to do with College Football 25 when it came out was do a video of me starting up the game for the first time and getting my reaction to it, because this was something that we had waited for 10 plus years of diehard college football fans, and I had to get a whole new gaming console to do it. I mean, I'm serious. I think I talked about it at this time last year. that, as a matter of fact, it was at this time last year that I was trying to save up the money to buy a PlayStation 5. And I was really buying a PlayStation 5 just to really play this game because I was not going to play this game. I mean, we've been waiting for this for 10 years, and I wasn't about to not have a chance to play it like everybody else was. And it felt so great when I started it up. I kind of like the fact that I didn't do it live just to enjoy it for myself, because I almost couldn't believe it. Like, I downloaded it early. I'm not going to do the early access this year, because I did that last year and I had to pay extra. It was worth it last year because this was brand new coming back, and there was such an aura about it, but now I'm going to wait to download it like everybody else normally, and just looking forward to it. Bad news oh, that's a late hit. I don't know what that should be a late hit right there, but Bad News gets in the end zone for his first rushing touchdown of the season, and we're up by a cool 21 points in the first half, showing our dominance, doing what we need to do against the FCS. That's the plan. I'm looking forward to 26. I've been looking at some of the videos. It's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and do this instead of Madden, because that game is about to come out in like less than like 2-3 weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of crazy though, because I don't know when 25 came out at this time last year, but I feel like it was more in the mid to late part of July. I could be wrong. But this year, the college football game is coming out sooner, and most importantly, oh, we can't get the fumble. Ball like bounced back into the chest of the QB. And more importantly, it's not season. You know, it's not like 25 was end-all be-all and now we just have to use updated rosters. No, we're getting this game updated every year, as long as the NIL deal remains in place for college athletes to make money off of their likeness. That absolutely changed everything about college athletics. Some good, some bad. But the best thing to come out of it, I'm being frank, was this. Because this wasn't just a win for like one particular school, which NIL has helped some schools do as opposed to others. This was a win for every college football fan and football gamer. I mean, we waited so many years to be able to play as our favorite teams again. And I'm thankful that we have that now. So I'm going to try to go 2 minutes here with the QB if we can. We get out of bounds right there off of a great play.
And the Red Raiders are threatening in the red zone.
This new QB so far is looking a little bit better than what we've had the last few years. And that was what really our downfall was. I mean, then again, like I said, this is only the first game. There could be way more, there's going to be way more tougher opponents to play, but still. Another touchdown thrown by our quarterback, this time to the tight end, Dolman. Pretty much able to do whatever we want in this game. If we score, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually considering taking the starters out and putting in some more guys at halftime. Maybe I'll wait till the fourth quarter to put in the backups. At least some of them on offense. Not all of them, but some of them. Like, I'll take Bad News out and put like Scioli and Uche in there, and I'll put in backup quarterback. But I think leave the starting defense out there.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the big tight end, a lot of times.
Yeah, this FCS team has barely moved the ball on this defense at all.
Nice job playing physical by this defense. And he's not going to
hope I'll call timeout. Going to give us like 1:23. Let's go. Do another quick drive here. Pretty good return last time.
Running it back, it's McNabb.
Nav's got another decent return. Well, even if we get a field goal, that's fine too. Let's see if we can get down the field.
He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout.
Well, we caught it first down. Nice. I wasn't sure if he caught that or not.
Big completion.
He held on to it.
From the 31. He wants to throw. They're
Oh,
bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that.
We didn't call a timeout. Well, there was an injury. So. Well, first act that we've surrendered, the offensive line has surrendered this year.
Looking to throw.
Did I tell on the ball too long? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's play. There's play.
Complete to the right.
Oh, Tyro the sideline. Oh. Down to the 1. Wow. Nice play. I thought he had a chance to house it. If I just dove, might have been able to get in there. Let's just run it. For the inside zone split. Bad news here.
After the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Down there in this. I'm not going to hurry up too much.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Come on, bad news.
Tries again to get it in. Nice.
Still not in. Hold up. I'm going to take time off the clock here and just, let me call a timeout with, like, 2 seconds.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Oh, coach wants to kick field goal. Let's just kick field goal. We got to test out the new kicker as well, so might as well do that. Kick a field goal. That drive should have ended in 7 points, but we're up 31-0 at half, so I'm not complaining. Plus, our kicker needed something easy to knock through anyway, so why not?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to
we are dominating this game as we should. FCS Southeast, the Pandas, we're up 31-0 at halftime. Based on this first half and the first game alone, this offense is better than last year. Is it just the QB? Is it the offensive line? I mean, we've got a 93 running back now. I think that also makes a difference, but you know, this QB has played very well. Lola, he's been slinging it. We've made no mistakes. But then again, we've gotten plenty of time to throw the football. And in games I noticed at the end of the year last year, like we needed a win to get into bowl season because we were like 5-6. We played, I think, UCF at home, and if we win, we've got to 6 games. That game we won pretty handily, but it's because we were playing a worse team than we had played for the last few weeks as far as Big 12 play was concerned. And also, we let me substitute some players in here now because we're winning this game pretty handily. So I'm going to go ahead and put Titus Crow in the game for Alola to give him a break. Let's go ahead and put Uche in. Let's put German in. Scioli. Bad news will go kind of to the bottom so he doesn't have to play anymore. And I think I'll go ahead and leave the same receivers in there. So we're just taking out the starting quarterback and the starting running back. We're putting backups in here. So let's see what this guy Crow can do. I just want to see what this kid's capable of too. Not trying to create any quarterback controversy because the guy who was in there in the first half played extremely well. So Uche plays. Touchdown earlier.
He's looking to throw.
There we go. First completion for Crow of his career. Once again, it's Antonio Lloyd.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make it one of the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Out of the backfield, there we go. Another first down completion by Crow.
But not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Red Raiders are on the move. To the air on first down.
Here we go. The tight end, Doman, who has a touchdown, and he's going all the way for another second touchdown for our tight end, Doman. First touchdown also for Titus Crow, the freshman. Gets some playing time and comes in and throws a touchdown pass. But we're also playing a this is a very bad FCS team. We're able to do whatever we want in this game. But this is only going to boost our confidence going into the next couple of games. And I'm planning on, in the stream, doing like I normally do, playing the whole non-conference schedule, these 3 games, and then calling it for the night. Don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I thought about streaming this afternoon, but I just decided against it. I went to see a movie and wanted to do a couple of other things in the apartment. After working late yesterday.
After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw.
Flag? All right, better not be on us. I guess, yeah, it's got to be. It's probably roughing the passer. You know, and look, I know we're up by a lot, but I'm still going to complain. That penalty gets called so much in this game, and not just this game alone. I'm talking about this whole video game. That, and also running into the punter. There was one game in this Dynasty mode, and y'all go back and look at the video if y'all want to, where 3 possessions in a row, our guy rubbed the punter and gave him a first down. We were winning the game by a decent margin, so it's almost like the game was cheesing and trying to let the other team back in. I think we're playing like TCU or somebody like that. It was some purple team in the Big 12. The game was absolutely cheesing me, and I don't know if that was a glitch or what, or if that's like the cheese mode, because sometimes these sports games, they have some cheese to them. Like, you know, in 2K, everybody says, you know, they start making threes whenever you're up or something like that. Like, the game just says, okay, you've had it easy, now we're going to make it tough on you, we're going to do some foolishness right there. And, you know, then again, I probably was controlling the guy and made him run into the QB, but still, it's like, come on, like, I couldn't see when that was happening, and it gets called in every game that I play, so it's just so annoying, you know. So that's my gripe that I have. But then again, this is the first edition of this game, so they weren't going to have everything top-notch, excuse me, because I burped. I don't know if y'all heard that. I knew they weren't going to have everything top-notch. But still, some of the things are still kind of making me scratch my head. Like, seriously? Like, that's that's something that can happen in this game consistently that just is cheesy and glitchy and But EA Sports, this is the one good thing y'all have done in the last, like, 20 years. Dead serious with bringing this game. Because y'all didn't have to. Y'all could have just been satisfied with having Madden as the only football video game that y'all produce. But thankfully, y'all finally woke up and said, you know what? Let's make some extra money, and let's bring college football back. We have permission to use the athletes' likenesses and everything. And look, the kids are going to opt in. Most, like 95% of the kids are going to opt in because they want to play as themselves in this game. Who wouldn't want to play as themselves? There is literally like players that went their entire college careers without being able to see themselves in college football video games. Because of that court rule. You're going to bring it back for him? That's great. Perfect post route throw. Lobo makes a great catch. That was a great route, great throw by Crow there.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going up top on first down.
Novi again, deep, got him. 6. Another touchdown pass by Crow. Both QBs are lighting it up today. They're both going to have, like, over 200 yards throwing the football. And the Pandas haven't even scored yet. I'm smelling shutout now.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final play of the quarter coming. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
Just as I say that, we let up a big run. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. We're up 45-0. Almost considering putting in the third stringers, putting in the third quarterback of the day, Cashman, and letting him sling it a little bit. He's been with the program longer than most of these guys, so we should finally give him a shot. I think Crow has, played pretty well. He's thrown 2 touchdowns. This might be the first game in the Dynasty mode I'll be able to actually have, like, backups on top of backups coming on play.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down.
It's like the Pandas have put in their backups as well. 15 is their backup QB. He's in the game now. And we get an interception. First turnover of the day. We get an interception. All right, we're going to make another substitution here. Let's go ahead and put in Cashman, the junior. He hasn't had a chance to play. He's been with our program for a while. Cashman, I loved your name as well. And we're actually going to put German in as the starter. Scioli, we're going to back him up. And let me actually make another quick adjustment here. 3rd down running back. Yeah, let's put Scioli in that position. Bad news. I want you sitting for the rest of the game. You're out of there, and we're going to do that. All right. Putting in the 3rd string quarterback, Cashman.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Been with us for a while, Cashman. You've really never gotten a chance to play. But hopefully a few extra snaps in this blowout opening game against FCS will gain some confidence for you. I don't want to strictly run the football. I do want to let him sling it at least a little bit. Let's go to a draw play here for German. German's not that bad of a runner either. He's a tall running back, but still.
Set of downs. The give to the tailback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And how good does that feel, right?
Cashman, you've never thrown a pass at Texas Tech, and you are a junior, sir. So we can get you your first completion as a Red Raider. There we go. The tight end, Doman, makes the catch. Cashman officially in the stat book after sitting on the bench for 2 seasons. I had also, a Saucedo. I remember he was here, but he never really developed because those guys never really had a decent overall. I mean, Cashman is also a 78. I love his name. It's just his rating has never been anything impressive. And obviously, I'm going to go with the players that have the highest overall. Scioli's made a few plays over the years. He's going to get some extra playing time here. I know that we're ahead 45 points, but I want to see if I can give Cashman an opportunity to really spin this thing.
Now he's looking to throw it.
On Lloyd.
Fires to the wideout.
Lloyd. I thought he had a chance to break that and go in. But Cashman with his first deep ball complete to Lloyd. Lloyd's made plays all over the field all day. All right. I'm getting greedy here, but I want Cashman to throw his first touchdown. And he gets sacked.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation. The offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation.
Play action from crosses. Actually, you know what? Let's just run the play.
They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Didn't do anything on that play. Stumped it up. I thought maybe Cashman would try to run it in, but just couldn't get there.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Cashman to the end zone. First touchdown. Let's go. McGilly.
And the route is on.
Cashman, the junior, been on the bench for a few years. That was his first touchdown as a Red Raider. 52 points on the board. All 3 quarterbacks, our top 3 quarterbacks, have thrown a touchdown pass. At least one. I'll take a look at the final tally on the stat sheet because I know Crow threw 2, Cashman just threw 1, and I think our starter, Alola, I think he threw maybe, I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. I know he threw 1 at least. All 3 QBs played well when they were in there. Defense has also played very well too. I haven't substituted any of them, but I'm going to let him play it out. mean, this team has barely moved the ball down the field at all. The one time they did get, like, across midfield, it was an interception. So, yeah. Smell that shutout. We get the ball back. We're just going to run it. Wind down the rest of this clock. We get another sack. I don't know how many sacks we've had in this game, but it's a lot. We've been sacked a few times, but that was just when I was scrambling and trying to make a play with whoever the QB was. 119. I'm just going to go conservative here. We're just going to run it, wind down the rest of this clock, get this game done with. Dominant win to... we're still running the football with ease.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If we do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
Our offense really put on a show today. I was concerned about him, but this game is definitely a confidence boost for him. The confidence boost for really all three QBs, if I'm being frank. Cashman came in here, and he was able to do this offense with success.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
All right, that'll do it. We shut out FCS Southeast 52-0. It wasn't even close. Definitely, this is the kind of score you want to see against an FCS opponent. Extremely good. Ethan Lenovoy, player of the game, 6 catches, 166 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Our top receiver played like the top receiver today. But our tight end, Dolman, he had 2 touchdowns as well. Take a look at the stat sheet because all the backups got playing time, all the QB.
Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.
So statistically, all of our QBs threw a touchdown pass. So Ilola threw 2, Pro threw 2, and Cashman threw 1. So overall wise, great game all around. Whew. But as far as this true starter quarterback, Ilola, he looked the part as our starting QB. Hopefully this just gives him confidence. And we also got a commit at fullback, Cesar Camela from Conroe, Texas. So it looks like nobody has locked us out in the first week of recruiting, so that's always good. No lockouts. Andreas Alfonso wins Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week. 5 tackles, 5 for loss, and 2 sacks. Probably won National Player of the Week, too. Yep, he did. He won National Player of the Week on defense as well. And now we've got Washington on deck. The level of competition goes up immediately. So let me see. We still have 3. So we have been locked out by Mendez, Singleton. Has anybody else locked us out? Foss has. So we do have some spots that we need to fill on the recruiting board. So let's go ahead and get a couple of these receivers. And let's see if there's other positions. Let's get a couple of outside linebackers. Pick up the safety, pick up this athlete. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the guys that we just picked up. Let's go to actually not fully scouted. Oh, Doss. Let's take him off the board. Go back to the prospect list. There was a left outside linebacker that was somebody we could possibly look at putting on the board. Yeah, let's put him on the board. Okay, so we're at 35. Not fully scouted. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and scout these guys. We only have 80 hours, so I'll only do a little bit of scouting. Let's go ahead and do that. All the recruiting that we can for this week. Now we've got Washington this week, still at home. That is our opponent. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give us. Let's go with the all reds. Well, not the all reds, but the red and the black helmet. So first, So tougher competition for non-conference game number 2, the Washington Huskies. They're 1-0. We're 1-0. It's a night game. Got the lights on. Got the light show going and everything. So let's come out, have another good game at home. It's not raining tonight, so better weather already than it posted game 1. But the competition gets tougher with Huskies coming to town.
Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
We get the ball first to start this one. First game we were on defense. On offense to start game number 2.
He'll bring it back from inside his
pick up where we left off last week.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Lola
So Texas
had a
Tech's
pretty good
offense takes the field.
debut last week.
They rally around and he has earned that
This
type
week.
of respect.
Still relying on the running game though.
You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man.
Bad news.
Palmer, there's
Picks
a
up a first down right off the bat
He's
for
been in the
us.
big moments,
There
and
we
he's
go.
won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
Antonio Lloyd open
He makes the
with a
connection.
big first down.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw.
There we go.
It's
Wide
complete.
open.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the
Can't believe he was
33.
that wide open.
The Red Raiders have it with
Ran a
first
curl
down.
route and nobody was there to cover.
Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he makes the catch.
Tough catch by Lloyd, but he holds onto the ball.
Play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball.
We'll voice
and
the
turn it
sack.
upfield.
This QB is
Got his man on the
something
right.
different, guys.
Put it right
Something
on
different
his
than what we've
sweet
had the last few
right
years. And you guys have seen the struggles we've had.
And
QBs we had last year, I don't think would have been able to avoid that sack. They would have taken it right on the chin.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running
And
back has it.
Uche walks into the end zone. Same script as last week. Long drive, long sustained drive that ends with a Tyler Uche
Yeah,
touchdown.
this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter.
We're looking great on offense to start the season.
This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
We've scored on every possession so far this year.
He'll start the return.
And only
inside
one
the
possession
spot.
we had to kick a field goal.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Ahmad Laborn is their starting quarterback. He is the man we need to look out for. He is a 92 overall, according to those stats. So their QB is better than ours overall-wise.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his
So,
head. He knows he's not
but
gonna
our
have a lot of
defense,
time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and
as I
that's what love about
say
this guy.
as we give up a big play on the first play.
He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge.
Wow.
Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Well, that confidence
Well, after that
started to
last
go
play,
out
you
the
can see
window
how
early tonight.
electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their
Good
will.
tackle. Oh.
He's dropped behind the
3-yard
line of
loss.
scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near
Our defense is
disaster,
hot.
now dealing with
They bring
2nd
it.
and 13. Pulls it and
Ah,
fires to the left.
Got us with the screen
He's
that
run
time.
out of bounds, but a big play
That
on
was a
the
tough
run
play
in
for us to
for a
defend.
first down.
They blocked it really well.
This offense
Didn't have
with
anybody
the
over
first set
there.
of downs.
Clock's gonna.
Comes
Oh,
out
no, they got it
on
off.
first down.
Short
He's
pass.
got
We
his
stopped.
man.
Major came up with the play.
Delivers the punch and works his way to the 31. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's change the tempo too.
Power football with the run.
Ooh, there we
They
go.
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard
Nice
on
job.
that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end not only can
3rd and 7.
rush, but he can play the run as
Force a field goal
the
here.
offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him to backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Oh, he still got it.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first
At least he didn't get too much after the first.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This could be a shootout. Driving the ball pretty easily. Y'all saw that QB's overall was 92, so no picnic. Well, we're up 7-0 at the end of the first.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. Good.
Oh, man.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before
The DB had a shot there, but he got turned around right at the right moment. He couldn't make the play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's
Got
knocked
D.
down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense,
I'll make it easy on him. Tough on him to get in.
Field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Come on. Get him down. There we go. Good job, Espinosa.
All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Nice short.
Man, and that's just making
4th down, they're going to kick it. Good job, defense. Way to bend but not break down here by the goal line. Although they couldn't do the fake here, that's why I called the safe man formation. To have somebody back there. Oh my God! Wow. That does happen sometimes with the CPU. They just miss 20-yard field goals. It happens. Wow. Get all the way down the field. We let them go down there. They kick it. They miss it. Unbelievable. Well, we got a chance to kind of get more control of the game.
He's looking to throw.
Gilly, that wasn't the best decision I could have made. I should have waited more for him to kind of come open so we could turn that upfield after he caught it. All right, Lloyd, over the middle. I need you to come through. Here we go, Lloyd. First down, and he could have gotten more, but he kind of ran into the guy. Still, got a first down. Good job.
They'll try the run.
Blocking the line. Oh, bad news. Running beat below. Mr. Bulldozer. There we go. He is Taj Brooks 2.0. He won running back of the year last year for us. They're 2 great running backs. Has to be at the 2-minute warning. So get off this play. Bad news picks up a first down. It's a 2-minute warning. We're up 7-0. We got a chance to go down this field, take advantage of that missed field goal to Washington. Or didn't go, I should say.
Wants to throw on first down.
There you go.
Left side now. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Look at the play action dagger. I like this better.
Trying play action. Unloads it.
Dang! Why did...
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the
I just didn't wait for Doman to get open. I just rushed that one completely. I'm not even blaming the QB for that. That was completely...
First career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over.
All right.
This ain't gonna be your
Almost got a sack there.
You're gonna make mistakes.
Forced to throw away.
It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Offense in an empty set. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down.
They're going quickly. So
there, still a bit short of the first down.
we expected. It's 3rd and 6. May go for it on 4th down. Sure.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air.
Oh, we get a sack. Let's go. I'm going to call a timeout. At this point, they're definitely going to punt it. They're not going to kick it. Good job, defense. So that interception doesn't hurt us. Defense makes a play. But, hey, that's tale of the last few seasons. Defense makes plays when our offense makes a mistake or they're sputtering for any reason. They make plays for us. 55 seconds, though. That's not a whole lot of time. Maybe we can get down the field quickly enough to do something.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business
We've got to spend time in here. I need to run routes to take my guys out of bounds.
Now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left.
And I throw another pick.
He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball
That was
back.
just a bad idea.
Offense set on first down.
QB's having a rougher go than game number one, but it's really because I've just been a little bit greedy at making some poor decisions myself.
On the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Just don't let him get a touchdown.
Trying to find his man on first down.
Another sack. Let's
And
go.
the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw on second down.
Come on, get off your
They're
block.
trying to get to it.
Doesn't matter, we do get the sack. We already have 3 sacks in this game. Our defense is
Here's a timeout
having
on
a
the
good
field
old
for the
time.
game here late in the first half. Takes the handoff. It's James.
Just run this.
And sure, tackling there.
I'm not going to call a timeout. I'm just going to let them wind down the clock. The half's over. They can punt it if they want, but I'm not going to try to do anything. This one's over. I'm just going to let that go.
And that one will
Well,
find its way into
nothing
the
really in that
end zone
second
for a
quarter,
touchback.
but our defense has stepped up when our offense has made mistakes. So, still, plenty good chance. Minus 20 rushing yards for Washington in this game. That's a stat I did not expect to happen.
And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average.
Well, hopefully in the second half,
how can you argue
make some.
I mean, the low-lying
He makes some better decisions. That was a crazy sequence. I mean, Washington, as you're seeing in some of these highlights, they took that ball down the field on us relatively easily. That was the play that really almost did us in because we missed a tackle. I whiffed that one big time. They kicked a field goal and they missed it wide right. It wasn't even close. Kicker clearly just mishit it. But we couldn't take advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been
Ooh, another stuff by the D. Let's go.
Seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And he's running in the open.
And they finally get a big play on this after we've been bottling him up.
The Huskies want to move quickly.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
I don't know if y'all just caught that on the commentary. And I know this is kind of a distraction from the game itself to give up another play, but you just heard that Jesse Palmer compared the Washington QB, even though he doesn't have like a name that they memorized or anything like that, to a actual real-life quarterback that played. Even the commentary in this game at times has had more depth to it than anything that Madden has had the last several years. That's why I feel like that every year, College Football 25 is just going to keep getting better. I still get Madden because I want to play with updated roster versions with the Cowboys and everything like that, and have the NFL timeline be in the current present time and everything like that to like do franchise stuff. But this game has more depth to it and more passion behind it. That's why I think it might trump Madden soon. We get a pick. Let's go, defense. Perfect timing. Who was that? Wow? Don't think that's how you pronounce his name, but still. Tavita made a play.
Is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football. So
see how the legs that this guy has, he gets a first down. First carry. Lola. First. It is nice.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down. And
not ready to abandon the running game yet, even though it's only been 7-0 for a long time.
Might as well stick with him.
That was
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose
one of the worst blocking performances I've seen of the O-line all season.
Up near the line of scrimmage, and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
That was almost another
tell. He had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
Iola's been having himself a wake-up call in this game.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away.
Hasn't really been able to do much offense since the first drive.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe
I mean, Washington has stopped themselves a few times. Red zone interception that you guys just saw. They miss a field goal that's like 20 yards out. But we haven't been able to take advantage of any of those mistakes. I'm just hoping that isn't, death scenes. Because we didn't do it on either of those possessions. And it might cost us this one. They've been able to do what they've been doing here for the last couple of plays. Making enough plays to be able to move the ball against us. They've had the ball longer than we had. Time of possession is way above ours, so the longer they have it, the worse it could get. Don't worry about it. This QB's good. They've been able to follow the running game for the most part. I don't think their guys gotten over like 75 yards. They were actually minus like 20 yards in the first half. Now they're minus 3. They're still trying to climb out of the hole. Our run defense has been spectacular this season. Our defense is doing all they can, but our offense is not doing them any favors. But that's the tale that I've been talking about for the last few seasons with this program.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the
here we are in the fourth quarter. It's crunch time.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long.
Oh, that was almost a pick by Major, but still, great coverage. They're going for it on 4th down. I'm surprised. I might have just kicked the field goal here, but I guess because of the kicker history, they didn't want to do it. But it's 4th down still.
Now setting up a big decision.
Incomplete, and we get the stop on 4th down. Let's go. Big time play there. If we can put together an actual sustaining drive, we just need to have a drive. That's what we need. Here we go. Let's get some of that confidence back through. Gelly picks up a first down for us. That'll get us started on the right foot. And 2 interceptions, no touchdowns.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Bad news really hasn't been able to get going either. Our offense has been stagnant.
Defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps.
Yo, high snap. The bad news still gets it and gets a first down draw. All right. I don't think I've done a screen pass yet this season. Let's try it out here. Get your blocks, guys. Come on. Get your blocks! Okay, good. I got it off just in time. All right, well, that didn't go for a first, but it got us 5 yards. I'll take those 5 yards.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense
go.
just
Finally,
has
an
not
open
had an
pass.
answer here all game long.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down.
And that was good defense again.
Come on, Doman. Like, use your speed and put your hands out.
Really, really good defense.
Did he trip over a grass blade or something?
This offense is
like, dude, you were wide, butt naked open. That was just a wacky play. That's a play that works sometimes. But if you have a tight end that isn't rated that high and has a tendency to be a stumbly guy, then it's going to look like a football follies play most of the time. Actually, let's just let this thing tick down to the 2-minute warning. I don't want to run a play. All right. Well, we're definitely going on the type of drive that I wanted, which is a drive that's going to take up a lot of time on the clock. Still need to finish this. All right. Washington's going to be spending their timeout. Kicking in this game is always an adventure, so...
From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down.
All right, well, we're going to have to kick it.
Knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And he got it. Makes it a 10-point game. All right, well, that's clutch. Makes it a 2-possession game. Gives us a little bit of breathing room. They have 2 timeouts left, 1:51, but they have to score twice, so we're still in good shape. That's the first score of any team in this game since the first quarter, the first drive for us. It's definitely been a wacky, low-scoring game that I don't think anybody expected. All right, that's not the end of the world, but still. Eventually, this defense is going to give up some plays.
I agree. I do
but
like their mindset.
They're in hurry-up.
I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle.
Ooh, good hit. Who was that? Number 11. I don't know who that is. I don't know his name, but heck of a hit to force that incompletion. Our defense is still giving up 0 points. I was thinking that was going to be the play where they were actually going to give us points. Ooh, we got a guy. Looks like he injured his back or something. My neck, my back, my neck, and my back. DLC Friday. It's that crackhead that's in the convenience store and he hurts his back or something. Let's give it another big play. And let's go cover one here. Well, I think our defense is done shutting teams out at this point. All right, well, they're still not in yet. Get 1 timeout left. Oh, fumble, get the ball. Yes, we got it. Let's go. Wow. We caused a turnover to end the game. Wow. I want to look at the replays. I want to see who caused the fumble. I think it was 94. Well, Juan Valles, I think, was the one who recovered it. No, Valles caused the fumble. Wow. Defense shuts the door on any chance of a comeback. You take the knee, and that is it. It was an ugly one, but a win is a win. 10-0. We beat Washington to go to 2-0 to start the season, off on the right foot. Not a pretty game from the QB. We didn't throw any touchdowns. The player of the game is actually Tuau, who got an interception, our strong safety. Our defense, they caused 2 turnovers in this game. That made the difference, and they still have not given up a touchdown. So the first 2 games, we have not surrendered a single touchdown. That's pretty crazy for a way to start off the season.
Yes, please. I like all those.
Absolutely.
It's pretty to me.
I mean, the QB didn't do as well. Alola, I mean, he did have a QB rating of 100.4, which is pretty good, 110 yards, but he threw those 2 interceptions. This really was my fault, because I just made some greedy decisions, which I tend to do sometimes when playing this game. That's more XP. Then we're getting ready to go into Week 3, starting out 2-0. We got to commit a running back. 4-star Larry Iosifa from Cypress, Texas. He has committed. Looks like, though, we did have some guys lock us out, but it's the early stages of recruiting. Stuff like that is going to happen. And our next opponent is Arkansas, who is 1-1. That is going to wrap up our non-conference schedule. So let's go ahead and take a look at the recruiting board. Looks like Dodge locked us out. Also, Reinbolt, he locked us out as well. So let's go ahead and get to more scouting, because we still have not fully scouted some guys on our board. Okay. So let me go ahead and take a look at position by position. Actually, I need to take a look and see who's ready for a visit. Because yes, a lot of these guys are ready for a visit. All right, Waltz, 5-star QB. We have not landed a 5-star quarterback yet. So we're going to see if we can get him here for Houston. Let's go with academic prestige for him. Another 5-star, Addison. Let's get him here against Houston as well. Let's go proximity to home with him. Another 5-star, Marciano, wide receiver. Where are we on his list? We're number 1. Okay, so we've got a bunch of 5 stars. And we're number 1 on their list. Let's go athletic facilities with him. And that's it for the amount of points that we can spend. But we've got 5-star guys on deck to visit here soon. So let me see. We already landed a running back. We don't have another one on the board, I don't think. So I'm going to actually go ahead and put this guy Jameson, put him on the board. We do need some, but you know what? We've got like 4 receivers on the board. Let's go ahead and actually add a fullback. I know fullbacks are not that great, but we already have a fullback commit. But let's go ahead and put another one on the board for us. All right, recruiting is done for the week. We're still not ranked. We may be ranked at the end of this game, but let me take a look and see the conference standings. I want to see how the rest of the Big 12 is looking. Okay, so as far as the Big 12, there's a few teams that are 2-0. Arizona State and Oklahoma State are 2-0. So is UCF, and so is West Virginia. As far as conference play, nobody's in conference play yet because each team has only played 1 game. That's why we're at the bottom, even though we're only 1 2, 3, 4, 5 teams are 2-0 to start Big 12 play. So that's the way things are looking there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Heisman Watch early in the season. We don't normally look at this until later in the season. So we've got offensive position guys. Miles Callambay, a quarterback from Georgia. He's on the list. Dylan Cleveland, a wide receiver from Georgia. And Georgia, the number 1 team in the country, has their starting quarterback, halfback, and wide receiver all on the Heisman Watch. Manny Edmond is also on the watch list. Major Akbar, quarterback from Penn State, he's on the list. And quarterback Oscar QT, wonder if he's related to Kiki QT, the former Texas Tech receiver. For number 7, Texas A&M, he is on the list as a sophomore. So, once again, A&M's had a young Heisman winner before in Johnny Manziel. So, maybe he could be the next one to do it. We'll see. All right. Arkansas Razorbacks our first road game of the year and our game that'll wrap up the non-conference schedule. Let me see if I can do the black pants and black helmet. Wait, there we go. That's the option I'm looking for. I've always liked that road uniform combo better anyway. In real life for Texas Tech as well. Well, Arkansas might be 1-1, but this is still a major test for us going against an SEC team. The Washington game was really an eye-opener for us. We had a tough time. Winning that game was ugly, but still, we have not surrendered a single point in the first 2 games of the season. Our defense is probably like number 1 in the country, but then again, it's only 2 games. We still have a lot of games left in the season, so trust me, we got 8 games left. Or 10, really. But we're 2-0 on the road against Arkansas, an SEC team. Whew. There we go. We got to kick off to start the game, so we're going to be on defense. See how potent this Arkansas offense is.
On the move from inside his 5.
Rapid.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Stephen Burks is their quarterback, junior, 6 foot. He's the guy to look out for. He is an 86 overall, so a bit of a drop-off from the last quarterback that we faced. But he is the man to watch out for this Arkansas passing attack.
He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Burks. Flips it out.
Oh, come on, make the tackle. We had him right there. Come on, guys. We got to make tackles when they're right there.
3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh.
And they missed the connection here on 3rd down.
EA Sports. This is just funny. Look, I mean, first of all, if he completes this, I mean, this guy, my man, 26, he's going to go and make the play, Averill. But, I mean, hits him right in the back. Well, we'll take it. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than great, or good. I don't know. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. That was pure luck. The guy just flat out did not turn around, and the ball hit him right in the back, and just didn't even look right. That's a funny play, I'm sorry. Then again, I'm pretty sure I've seen that animation happen when I've been playing the game myself, but still, that's something that you just don't see happen. It's our first test on the road, so it made it difficult to change the play, but bad news getting 9 yards on the first play. Kind of calm down this quarterback a little bit. This is the first real big test for him. Hopefully if our running game can really get established, they can take the pressure off of him. We've run the ball okay at times this season, but we haven't had like that 100-yard rushing day. Is this going to be the day? I don't know. But so far, it's going pretty well.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The give out of the gun.
Easy first snap.
Brought down after a nice game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
He did actually gain a yard on him.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Line getting set on 2nd down.
There was also nobody on the right side, too, so.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
And
Just terrible decision making. Well, look at it this way. Our defense still hasn't surrendered a touchdown.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks.
Well, first time we've trailed all season.
And take it back to the house.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a
Our kick returns have been better this season in terms of we actually have some room to make some plays. I don't know if that's because our recruiting's gotten better or what.
After squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
And I could throw another one.
Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Pressure coming.
Almost got a sack.
He released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second
Can't give
down
the game away.
He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield.
Good tackle.
And maybe he'll
They didn't get any yard on that play. Nope, they didn't. Third and 10.
And guys, they
Right,
really need
defense.
to take advantage of this.
Got to do what you've always done. Bail us out and throw a pick if you can.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man.
Short.
And he's
Field goal.
not going to get there. The defense
Right.
stands tall and makes
All right, well, these are the first points our defense has surrendered.
And the holder will put it down on the
But at
left
least it is
passing
not
34-yard
7.
attempt
It's
coming.
only 3.
And the kicker
But
delivers
still,
the
Arkansas
three-ball
is up
finish
10 to
off the
nothing.
drive.
We don't throw that pick. We
And
don't
that
give up those
lead
3
grows
points.
even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phil, is a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25.
It'd still be
matchup.
nothing. We don't throw those picks. Not looking at a hole like this.
Not exactly Cornell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Good catch, Miguel.
Completion on the out.
They're up by 7 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on.
It's the end of the
elsewhere.
first quarter
That's the end of the quarter.
Off to our worst start
Arkansas has the lead.
of the season. Down 10-0. But 2 bad interceptions.
Take a look at the stats.
Yielded 10 points. That's why we're in this hole.
Just about ready to get things started here in the
Second and
We'll
1.
see if they continue
I just want to pick up this
flex
first
that
down and keep the
muscle.
drive alive.
And
Let's
now
not
it's
overthink
second
this.
down for this offense. Give to the running back.
There we go,
He's
Bengals.
got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
In the middle, there we go.
Fires to the big fella.
Dolman.
Really
Tight end makes the
confident
play.
throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down.
Another one, there we go.
It's complete.
Let's get some of the confidence back to
They'll
our
rip off
QB.
8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow
There
on
we
the
go.
field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little
Go.
recruiting
Screen
system,
pass
little
worked well
farm
that
team,
time.
Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that
We have
wants to come
6
out and
first
make a
downs, so there's
I
0.
agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs.
Nice
with a lot
snap.
of talented
Still
football
get it,
players.
though.
And those wide open up tempo,
That's happened a couple of times.
high-scoring offenses that can give
Not a
any
lot, but at
SEC
least a couple of
team
times it does happen.
After the productive first down
Our center
play,
is not
2nd and
Grimm,
6.
who was a really good center
Give
for us
to the
last
single
year.
back.
He's actually, I think, our best
And he'll be
overall
taken
player.
down, but he does have
But yeah,
enough
he's
for
gone to the
first down.
NFL.
Here's this
That was a big
offense
loss.
with a
But our
fresh set of
current
downs.
starting center is not that bad. It's in the 80s.
Might as well give it to him again.
I thought that needs
He'll
to
be
break that
brought
tackle.
down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it
Good
forward
two.
all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and
And Uche
short.
gets in for a touchdown. He scored a touchdown in all 3 games so far. Gets us back into this game.
There have been
Offense
many
woken up.
series,
Answer the bell.
novels, movies,
Big drive.
Well-formed plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake.
Get another sack. Let's go, D. Job, Espinoza.
It's the 2-minute warning.
All right, it's 2-minute warning. We're going to go try to drive this ball down. Hopefully we can get a stop. That sack was a great start defensively for us. Okay. I'm just going to call a timeout. I want to leave myself some time to go down the field and maybe tie this thing up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going
to another timeout. We only have 1 left. But I did that so that way we're not going to keep burning time when they punt this.
3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
I just had a fair catch that because number 1 is bearing down on me, so I didn't want to risk fumbling and dropping the ball. Because you never know. I don't need a Muffarooski right now.
He looks that one in nicely.
All right, I'm going to go no huddle here. Pick up the pace.
Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air.
There's Dolman. Get out of bounds. There we go. Preserve some of that clock, young man. We're already in field goal range.
Raiders have taken it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Migueli.
Got his man down the middle.
Go, boy, go. Did he get out of bounds? I think he did. Yes.
Yes. Pickup and a first down for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Wants to pass.
Lloyd for 6. Let's go. Even better results than I expected. First touchdown pass for our quarterback since week 1. Lola getting some of his confidence back. We've got the lead. 14 unanswered.
Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
They have all 3 timeouts left, so
find those plays that you know you can run inside.
they got time to answer. Plenty of time, in fact.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets away.
Come on. Get the sack. Really? The quarterback runs for like 50. He's a scrambler. I shouldn't be surprised. But our linebacker, I was trying to get control of him and get him off the straight, but it didn't work. But we get a big sack right there. Let's go, Alfonso. That's going to be a real drive killer. I think they're basically out of field goal range now.
He's looking to throw.
Almost got another sack. Intercept that. Let's go. Let's go, Major. Oh. Go. Oh, wow. 7 seconds.
The ability to break on the football, go make a play.
Okay, we're going to try one deep pass. If it doesn't yield any results, then
Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Yeah,
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
red throwing completions and
Couldn't make the
interceptions.
connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, catch it, McKelly. You had it.
My goodness, it was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Coverage team was down there to
They might try to move themselves as quick as they can, but
just a few seconds remaining here as they try
it depends on what this play yields.
Looking to go up top on first down.
Going for a...
Moves away as he feels pressure. The offense calls time.
They're going to go with a Hail Mary, it looks like.
Left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room.
Looks like they're going... Yeah, they're going to go with a Hail Mary kind of play.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Yeah, forced an incompletion. All right, well, I was hoping for more results at the end of the half, but hey. Tried the deep shots, but at least we didn't throw an interception and put them in good field position, so that's good. That's all I can hope for. But after giving up 10 points with 2 bad interceptions off the turnovers, fight back, 14 consecutive points, up 14-10 at the halftime. Way to bounce back, so still got a good chance here. That was really the interception that I really made a terrible decision. I mean, I'm just trying to throw an out route, trying to get it to Lloyd, get it over the defender's head, but threw too much mustard on that ball. If I lobbed it a little bit more, that might have been able to be a completion, but done it too hard. PB was waiting right there. But good thing is that we get the ball to start the second half. So here we go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that.
Another pick. God, I'm just...
Again, his night vision
can't
hasn't been
stop.
Got
the pick through today.
What a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
But it's not on. I mean, I'm stressed.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff.
How did I not make that tackle?
How about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball's at the 24.
Man, was right there.
A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Burks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And he walks in.
Touchdown,
Once again,
they take the lead
turnover,
with a 6.
leading to points for the other guys.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does.
Let's try to bounce back again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams.
Bad News got 76 rushing yards so far, so running game is there.
Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country.
Yeah.
Sounds like they had a good one there.
We gotta feed him. Gotta feed Bad News.
After he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
6 rushing yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw.
Lloyd.
Quick strike complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The lone back's got it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Dang it.
Just too much of a rush. And
Had Migueli open there for a little bit, but
behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Third down conversions
get it away in
are a
time.
huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end.
Of course, that would
For the
happen.
fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the
4
48-yard
interceptions.
line. And Arkansas
I don't know if I've
State has
thrown 4 interceptions in a
that
game.
last drive really productive, David.
Might have done it
Wound up with a
once,
touchdown. They'll try to do
but
it
I don't
again.
remember.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change
Probably
too much,
haven't.
Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
Keep putting our
I expect
defense in
them to
bad
keep pushing
spots.
this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so
don't
much
think
momentum in this game
it's-
with back-to-back TDs.
It's time to pull him. Come on. Now we can't tackle the running back.
Before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Works about it, too.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
All right, there we
Give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Still in this.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
Navel's hurt.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Burks.
Another big sack by the defense. Nice job, guys. And Bruce Ribs will return soon.
Defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do.
I'm going to keep him out.
Dropping your spots.
Bruce Ribs, the re-injury risk is high, so I'm going to take him out for the rest of the game. Make things tougher on defense if Avril's not in there, but that was a good punt. That's out at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line.
It's a good time to run the football.
They move the tight end all over. The give from the gun. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Throw it.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving
Yeah,
forward.
there we
You saw
go.
the visibility on that
That's
last
what I was looking for. First
He's
down.
out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Big first down to get us out of trouble. Bad news. Having a great day on the ground.
The big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's
Oh,
nothing
don't
more
let me tricked up.
demoralizing as an offensive
He did
lineman
a little
because
bit.
It ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying
Go,
about
Lloyd.
the pass as much.
Good
They're
job.
ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
We've made plays in the passing game.
Offensively,
We've just
I love
made some
running
bad
these
decisions
drag
with throwing the
routes. I mean,
football.
these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go and make extra yards.
That's 2 minutes.
still some work to do after that last completion at second down.
That block. All right, well, we're in field goal range, but I don't want to settle for just 3. I want 7. Get this lead back. 138 rushing yards for Bad News today on 20 carries. And that's his first 100-yard rushing season this year. So, running game finally coming alive. Truly. Hold on to the damn ball. Dude, you're our top receiver. Hold on to it.
The inside handoff. They almost got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll
run it again.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Oh, Bad News, go. Down to the 1.
Nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Try to burn some clock here and snap this ball with like 2 seconds on the play clock. I don't want to leave Arkansas a super-duper amount of time. Now, if we don't get in here, I mean, I just want to eat some time off that clock. I'm just smart about this. The score, I don't want Arkansas to have all the time on the board. Snap it, go.
A first down run on the
okay,
doorstep.
I'm kind of actually glad that I didn't get in right now. I'm changing this to a run. I want to run the football.
They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, I'm going to call a timeout.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
We just got to get 1 yard, guys. Come on.
Trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Got it. Touchdown. Clutch. All right, got the lead back. Less than 30 to go. I just had to take the ball out of the QB's hands in the critical moments and just give it to our 93 overall running back. Bad news, he's had over 130 rushing yards today, probably over 150 right now. Let him finish it. Put it in the running back's hands, down by the goal line.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job.
Right, they got 20 seconds left, and they need a touchdown. Glad I didn't settle for the field goal because that would have just tied it.
Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you
lofts one high and deep.
Somebody bat it. Oh my gosh, I thought he caught the ball. Oh my god. Let me see if can I look at the instant replay for this? I want to see how close this was to being caught because I thought that he had this ball. Dang camera. How close was he to... He had it and he dropped it. Wow. And he has our guy beat. He catches this. I think it's a touch. Oh, so he had it initially and then he knocked it away. Who's 27 again? I know it's a strong safety. Tayo? So he actually knocked it out of his hands. Wow. Okay, so he actually had a chance to catch it and then he knocked it away. Wow. I thought he could. That's why I thought he caught it, because the animation looked like he had the ball. All right. 6 seconds.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
And we get a sack. Game is over. We're starting out the season 3-0. So despite our quarterback throwing 4 interceptions, having the worst game of his season so far, we come back in the second half, make enough plays. Isaac Cantwell with the sack to end it. We're going to beat Arkansas 21-17. 3-0 and 3-0 to start the year after a 10-0 deficit early. Ilata, you know, he had a tough game, but bad news, 150-plus yards, 25 carries, 1 touchdown. He was big time. Our running game really came alive, and he was the factor for us on offense. That's why I wanted him to have the ball in his hands when the game was on the line down by the goal line. I know Coach said, pass it, but it's like, no, we're running this football. I don't want to take a risk in this tight area of throwing another pick that could end the game. So we're 3-0. It was an ugly win, but we're 3-0. Let's see if that's enough to rank us. I don't think it is, but we'll see. We got to commit. We got a 5-star quarterback. Chris Walls from Conroe, Texas, has committed. So we have our first 5-star QB commit. And Matt Cribbs, a 4-star tight end from Alvin, Texas, he's also committed. So that is great. So we don't need to have him take a visit. Gabe Espinoza wins Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week. And we are on a bye week. So I'll go ahead and simulate through the bye week and do recruiting as well before we start Big 12 play. But getting Chris Walls, this could be, man, part of me wants to continue another season because we landed a 5-star QB that could potentially start right away. But I don't know what his overall is going to be. I mean, when I get to the offseason, I'll take a look and see maybe what could have been, because I don't think I'm going to continue this series after this season based on the timing of when College Bowl 26 is going to be up. We finally landed our first 5-star QB, Chris Walls. All right, let me take a look and see if anybody locked us out. Bram locked us out, and so did nobody else. Okay, let's see who is ready to visit. Okay, we have decent amount of skill points. Okay, Talib, this 4-star receiver, he's ready to visit. Let's get him here against Houston Athletic Facilities. We're going to do that with him. McKee, this tight end, he is also ready to visit. Our slots for Houston are full, so we're going to go ahead and get him here for pro potential. Benavides, 4-star right tackle, he's ready to come for a visit as well. Let's go ahead and have him here during the bye week. I know during the bye week is not very popular. Bees, we're going to get him here for, we're going to get him here for Cincinnati. Let's go with looks like playing time is kind of a big deal with him. So let's go playing time with him. But, oh gosh, what a name. Let's get him here against Cincinnati. And then again, we can get some of these visit slots back if the player commits elsewhere. So athletic facilities with him. Cantera, the center. Let's get him here for a visit. We'll go to him here during the bye and see proximity to home with him. Glennon, left end. Let's get him here during the bye. Athletic facility. Mama. And we don't have enough points to do anything else. All right. That's going to do it for recruiting for this week. I want to go ahead and take a look at the schedule really quick. So I want to see what Big 12 play is looking like. So we, of course, have started out the season 3-0. We're not ranked yet. We have a bye week this week. Then we're at Arizona to open a Big 12 play. And then we have a second bye week. So we got 2 bye weeks in 3 weeks, which is a crazy way for the schedule to do it. We're also on the road against Baylor. Wow, we got to go on the road for the next 3 games. So we're not playing at home until October late. And we haven't, so from September 6th from the beginning of September to the later part of October, we haven't been playing at home. Our first 3 Big 12 games are on the road, but we don't really even have a home-loaded back half of the schedule. We have also we have bye weeks because of final weeks of the season and everything like that. But then we have Baylor, then we're at West Virginia, Houston finally at home, and then we're on the road again against BYU, and then we have a home game against Cincinnati. We're on the road again at Colorado, and then we're on the road against UCF, and then we close out the season at home against TCU. Last year's schedule was pretty tough down the stretch, but so far there's only 2 ranked teams on the rest of our schedule, right as of right now. Number 22, Colorado, and number 15, TCU. Nobody else is ranked left on our schedule. So this schedule is a little bit more favorable than what we had last season. Let's take a look at the conference standings now that everybody is pretty much in conference play, even though nobody's played a conference game, it looks like. Could be wrong, but let's see. And nobody's played a conference game yet. We're still low in the Big 12, but we have us, UCF, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Cincinnati. Those are the only undefeated teams left in the Big 12. Once the season progresses, things will kind of start to get narrowed out in terms of who's really the teams to beat in the conference. I'm going to have to wait for that just a little bit. And we got another commit, Jamie Talib from Fort Worth, Texas, 4-star receiver. He's committed, and so has the 4-star tight end from Houston, Ben McKee. Jorge Benavides from Mansfield, Texas, 4-star right tackle, is also committed. Looks like we did get a lockout from Henry. But we got some commits. We're really starting to attract some good kids now. So we actually have a ranked opponent for the first time this season. Number 23, Arizona. How is Arizona ranked 23rd and they're 1-2? I don't get that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do the recruiting before I wrap this live stream so I don't have to do it in the next video. But Bess, we lost out on him, the right tackle. He's committed to Oklahoma. But we've landed a right tackle, so it's not the end of the world with that. And looks like nobody else has locked us out. I thought we did have somebody lock us out originally, but I guess not. Okay. Let me actually go and see... We do have a kicker and a punter, I think, already on the board. Not really positions of need. We have 2 safeties, strong safeties already on the recruiting board. I think we have somebody at every position. Well, actually, we don't have a corner. Not really a lot of good corners, but let's go ahead and put these 2 guys on the board. Let's actually go to need ready for visit, because I feel like we got to prioritize that as opposed to players who we haven't scouted yet. Let's go championship contender with him. Mama. Let's get here against Cincinnati. Let's go brand exposure. Mance. He's got a deal breaker, so I don't think we can schedule a visit with him. Deal breaker is playing style. But Incognito's ready for a visit. Can't get him here against Cincinnati. We can get him here against TCU. Let's do playing style. Oh, wait a minute. Mance is ready for a visit. Recruiting. Add action. Locked. We're still number 1 on his list. Have we offered him a scholarship? Yeah, we've offered him a scholarship. Okay. Sanderidge. He's ready for a visit. Let's get him here. Let's go proximity to home with him. Akinlowan. Against TCU. Athletic facility. Steed. Let's get him here against TCU. Let's go brand exposure with him. All right, we still have points to spend. Okay, let's go to not fully scouted. Scholarship to this guy. Okay, so let me go ahead and kind of go position by position here. We've got a quarterback that we've landed. What are we looking at for Addison? Okay, well, Arkansas started to catch up. We just beat Arkansas, so that might have some influence, but we'll see. This other guy, Kava, I'm okay with not really going too hard on him. Jameson, can't schedule for a visit. We don't have any room. We already offered him a scholarship. Let's go sit in the house, contact friends and family, go and search social media. Okay. Fullback, Marciano. Can't really do anything extra with him. Vaquero. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a scholarship because we need some receiver help. Tara. Going to offer him a scholarship as well. Of course, if they don't come, then we're going to be able to get those scholarships back. The risk is probably worth it. And well, that's all the recruiting we can do. So got a bunch of visitors. So might be laying some more recruits here in the next couple of weeks. We will see. Well, that's going to wrap it up for part 1 of the 2031 season for the Texas Tech Dynasty. We've started out 3-0, off to a very, very strong start. Our defense has played well. Quarterback play has been shaky the last couple of games, but I'm still getting used to him. Our running game came alive against Arkansas, which really helped. Hopefully Bad News can keep it up. 93 overall running back. That could be something that could help carry us to a good rest of the season. I'm not talking about Big 12 championships yet or undefeated season or any college football playoff talk just yet, because I've seen teams, start 3-0 and I simulate one game and all of a sudden, poof, undefeated season, done, kaput. But we'll see. But we got Arizona State next. You guys will see that in the next video. I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but probably next week I'll be back. I'm going to try to wrap up the 2031 season before college football 26 comes out. And also, I'm taking this coming Sunday off from work. Normally, I work a full weekend, but I'm taking the Sunday off just to give myself a 3-day weekend. So I'll have an extra day. So I may go ahead and stream on this coming Sunday, actually. That's my plan for now. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.